Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to grinding code, I guess. So like, last time I was making bicycles for the game and it was chunky. Yeah, hello there. Well, this is probably going to be chunky too because it's kinda new territory. Multiplayer. Hello. So like, well, this game is kinda like a visual novel hybrid. It has like visual novel parts and then it has like gameplay parts. And both should be multiplayer, like, and I want split screen and I want online multiplayer. So it's kind of a big combination. So let's see. So this is what we want. We want single player, we want split screen co-op, we want to host co-op games, I want to join co-op games. Like, a single player should work. At least last time I checked, it does work. And like, there are two characters. And they have like different controls. Normally you wouldn't be able to control the other characters, but there is no AI yet, so nope. Also, like, there are bugs that we need to fix, but I don't know if I'll do that. But like, basically the parallaxes are like duplicated in the split screen game. But let's go back here and then do local co-op. Let me move a little bit. So I did get this working kinda. Like, you can see that the character is like, well, moving in different ones. And then like you can mount the bicycle and go boom roam. Also you can do this. The same should work for the other character. Alright, the bicycle actually doesn't work quite right. I need to update the sprite for the other characters. Let me see. Where did I put the notes? Alright, they are here. Well, I'll just put it here. Probably not the hardest one to fix, but no, we want to make more bugs and not fix them, basically. Because multiplayer surely will introduce bugs, but that's why I want it now. It's like way better to do it early and then like design the game around that than do it at the end when the game is ready and you realize that whoopsie, it's not going to work. Something along those lines. So, well, for starters, like, the split screen is kinda working, so we want to do the online multiplayer thing a little bit. Like, see how that works. Like, that is new territory. I have no idea how it's going to work. I kinda have idea, but not exactly. So expect this to be kinda awkward, but that's how these streams are. At least based on the last one. So. I probably want to go to game thingy. I'll probably close this because that is way too much stuff. Let's focus on the right things. So there is the start game thingy. The start game thingy basically, like I did do this, like it should create the multiplayer things, but I'm not sure if it actually creates them or if they work. So for starters, we want something that displays that things are happening, supposedly. So I wanted to do like this kind of thing, like it will add chat messages to the UI. I guess we'll go to the UI and test there. Alright. So we need to make it bigger. It will show something, but it is really tiny. For now, we can just do it with the theme override thingy. Normal font size, maybe 48. Oh, let's make it big enough. Colors. Default color. Font outline color. We want these, I guess. Make default white. Outline black. Then now we want some outline. Alright, now we should be able to see it no matter what. I'll just add something there. Alright, so now when this happens, we'll try to add something there. Oh yeah, I think it's also like where do we want to add it? Guess I can just put it here. Just make it so message. And change it here. Well, I guess something like this. Actually, I'm not sure if it's even connected here. It might not be. Let's see. Create client. That connects to a server. Oh yeah, it is. It is UDP, so technically it doesn't connect, I guess. Alright, you need to close it like that too. Okay, that's good to know. By the way, if the stream has issues, like that could be because of thunder again, because of course it has to be thunder when I stream. Okay, let's put it there. Okay, that should do it, kinda. This should do it. Probably. Can we create it and I have no idea how it actually works. It should probably just succeed as long as there is like no other connection open. I will create it. Oh, the fact that it is UDP like that makes it a little more tricky, I guess. Wait, do we just need to like listen to actually this, like the multiplayer thing itself? Oh yeah, it does have signals. Oh, but those aren't really... Those aren't really what I would like. Oh, it has like... Oh, it has this. Multiplayer API is... Okay, it has the useful things. So these are what we want. Let's see. Let's put them here for now. But these are the things that are useful to put into the test chat thingy. So disconnected is probably pretty useful, but oh well. Show message. connection fails, then I guess ideally like the client wants to wait at least until the connection has actually been established or failed before like showing anything exactly. We'll figure it out. Do this first so we can see that things actually happen. Then we need to connect these. I guess it's safe probably to just like connect them in ready. Where is ready? Multiplayer connected to server. Connection failed. Let's copy paste this like this first. Peer connected. Peer disconnected. Server disconnected. I think they would be fine if they are connected here. Well, let's see if it blows up. Where did it go? Where's the host thingy? That's nothing. Nothing doesn't anything. Why though? Doesn't even say anything. Oh, it's probably actually this bastard stealing the input. It isn't the UI, right? Alright. Mouse. Ignore mouse. No, wonder it didn't work. Okay, now it's better. Okay, it's just nothing. Which isn't promising. That's probably because like nothing of it is implemented correctly yet. Client server. These are correct. Is it listen to them? Online client and online server. And it should listen to them. Mode 2 is probably online server though. Maybe this just doesn't work. Like maybe that is the explanation. This was stutters, but let's also make it printed for now. We should append it. It probably doesn't even go through this. Oh, let's see what the whether the print even shows. No. You think it would get there though? Alright, because it's still the old mode. Well, we want to do this first because it can technically fail. That isn't really used anywhere else. It should be fine. Okay, now when it actually uses the right variable. Okay, well, it is kind of janky, but it does print it. Well, let's fix it just in case, but now we have the server starting. Supposedly. If we try to do the client. Okay, what is this message? What I have been typing? More like this. That is probably fine like that. So how long does it take the time out? Yeah, well, well, yeah, I guess it is. We try to get this kind of working at least. But yeah, when you start from scratch, well, obviously it's not working. Does it like ever time out? There is definitely no server. Obviously, like, it shouldn't go here, like that is one thing. But I guess it never really times out. But it's fine, I guess. for now. Like there needs to be some kind of connection screen, I guess, where it will show like connecting, and you can cancel it if you get frustrated. Let's put it here. Alright. Probably won't be doing that yet because we just want this thing to connect. If the server isn't online, well, it's fine because we know we haven't started it. Alright. And then there is this customize run instances thingy. Which actually I don't know like if this is like different in 4.3 than in 4.2. But you can basically enable it to run multiple instances of the game. I don't know if this works, but we want this to work. Like we want it to automatically host and join the game, because it's probably going to be a little bit of clicking buttons, because this probably won't work in a while. So let's see if we start multiple, where it puts them in the background. So it does see that it connected. But the client also says the pure connectivity thingy. I guess it's fine. So this is the server. Oh, well, obviously it doesn't work, because there is. Well, there is synchronization, but obviously that doesn't work because nothing works out of the box. Like if it did work, I would have been super suspicious that surely it's not online or anything because it works. But this thing did work out of the box somehow, which is good. It is less clicking. So now what we want is the multiplayer, online multiplayer client to not spawn anything. So only spawn them if it's not online client. Now the other one should be completely empty. Yep, it is empty. How can you choose like which remote you're following? Can you even? There is? Ah, it's there. Okay, so which one is the server? Okay, this is probably the client. Season 2 is client, most likely. So we have this multiplayer spawner thingies, multiplayer synchronizer thingies. And this one has the level. Another question is, how can we get it to spawn the level? I guess we can stop those for now. Okay, let's drink a little bit too, by the way. How does the spawner thingy work? Maybe the spawner only... Oh, there's actually a way to test, I guess. Like, how does it work? Or does it do like anything actually? That is the client and this is the server. If we go to different street in the server and then look at this remote debugger thingy. Alright, it spawns nothing, so it doesn't work at all. Where are the files? They are probably built. This will probably be. Alright, let's check again. Alright, it is in the world. Zero would mean that there is no limit. I guess it is. Like the question is like, does it actually have this auto spawn thingies at all? Because I don't remember if I actually did this. Don't remember. It should kinda try to find them from level. Or does it actually work differently? And what is path? Scene path. Like, is scene path actually path to the file or path to the node? But I guess it would be node path if it were node. Like, how does this work? It is definitely like levels. Alright, let's manually put it there. Okay. Let's go here and then... Oh, it doesn't do anything. Well, I guess though... Like technically this isn't the map where we are going, so that might be why it's not doing anything. It'll be this one. I kinda doubt it's doing anything still. Oh, it isn't. I guess we could manually trigger it too. Oh, it does like add them though. It does add them to the remote thingy, so that part should be fine. Like it's way better that it does it automatically. But even if we have to do this manually, I guess it's fine. Data pass to the spawn function, or we probably have to do the spawn function manually. Method called on all players when for every custom spawn. That's a little bit of janky English, but oh well. We receive the data parameter and should return a node that is not in the scene tree. But this is like custom spawn thingies. I don't really know like why it doesn't spawn them automatically, but I guess that's fine. The spawn path should be set to ADS levels. The synchronizer probably shouldn't break anything. So it's not like the spawn function is hard to code. Well, actually, I guess. Because this is basically the spawn function anyway. I guess there would also be a way to do this without the multiplayer spawner, but what I learned from the last chunk with the multiplayer attempt, I probably want to do it more or less the standard way. But yeah, it's kinda unfortunate that like no matter what, like something will break if you try to do this, like split screen multiplayer basically. Like there is the bug in the game that the foreground parallax trees are duplicated, and that's because actually like that's partially fixed. Like without even that partial fix, like it wouldn't work at all, the parallax. So it's a little bit janky if you want to do a split screen. Oh well. Well, I guess we'll move this to the spawn function. This is what it must not do. Well, I guess we'll have to do it. It's kinda annoying. I think that it would spawn at least the second level when you go on that. Because it really doesn't. Like, even if it can't spawn at the start because the server is creating the level before the client is in. Like, even then, like when you switch to a different level, it should spawn it right. But it doesn't. Right, so that it shouldn't. Do you want the level added? That's kinda troublesome actually, but well. Was it return node? I guess the custom spawn function can basically take the level name. Level ID, I guess. Oh, this should more or less be it. So what level added? Maybe we want to just basically do it like this. Like signal doesn't have it. It be something like this. Like the server, I guess wants to use the spawn thingy too. We'll comment this out. I wonder if the return value is needed, because it is. If it is, then that's kind of a problem. Probably. Oh, the spawn returns it. Okay, then it's fine. We'll keep the code around for now because there is no guarantee that this works either. I guess the idea is technically a string. I guess we'll put a print here. So that we see that it is actually doing things. And we need to give the spawner thingy the custom function. Spawner custom. What was it called again? Spawn function. That should work. If you have to manually do it, it's kind of like why even bother with the multiplayer spawner? Oh, let's see if it blows up. Okay, it says that it is spawned twice. Well, that would indicate that it should kind of work. Except that it doesn't. Well, it probably isn't like that isn't the problem. Like the level is probably somewhere, but I don't think the camera or anything is initialized. But let's double check. Oh, it is here. That is season 1. Now both have it. Okay, so this is at least the way to do it. Another thing is another thing is why doesn't it work? Like what is the session 2 missing? Like probably the player character. Yep. Like I put the player character like under entities. This is the server. And they are here. But in session 2, entities is empty. So we have to spawn them too. So let's think. Like how do you spawn them in a smart way? Like one way would be to add like a separate multiplayer spawner there. Well, the problem aren't like other easy ways. Otherwise you would have to basically copy them somehow and tell the client then that like, yeah, you got to remake this character basically. This isn't what I want. Oh, that actually I did actually have that when I was working on the bicycle thing, because there was some junk there too. So like the spawn location didn't work and it spawned it at the start of the level, which is like the top left corner. So the character with the bicycle would drop from there. So that was a thing. Alright. Like how do we add the spawner then? I guess the spawner, like, well, it would have to loop through everything in there, create them. Like assuming that level is already loaded when the client joins. Probably. I guess what the multiplayer spawner might do is like it spawns the nodes that are like normally in the scene. But the issue here is that, well, like these levels are loaded when the players enter there, so in the beginning there is nothing. And the same is for characters, like the characters don't actually exist until they enter the level. Basically, if it's just the characters, like I guess the way to go would be that when the client joins, the server searches the levels that contain the two players and then tells the client that spawn these. Basically. But this is fine, it does work, so we don't need the comment thingy. This might be a bit of a problem if the level is already spawned when the client joins. But well, for now we don't worry about that. We spawn it, so it's fine. Oh well, let's stop it. Probably this is to create it like here. Probably. And this one doesn't even exist at the beginning. But this could be troublesome depending on what the levels need to spawn. Like for example, like if I have like random characters that are walking on the streets, like those aren't. No, I guess they could be part of the level, but they probably aren't. But this would have to spawn them too eventually. Which would be annoying. If it's only players, then it's like easy enough. Yeah, like this has the add player thingy, which could just call the spawn function basically. So actually it should be pretty straightforward. Like it is basically the spawn function as is. But it can also be complicated depending on things like later on. For example, when you load the game. Then like there is obviously the player isn't spawning at the entrance, the player is spawning somewhere else. So we might need something more general purpose, but for now let's do it the easy way. Then we need to create the spawner. Multiplayre spawner. I wonder if the spawner even needs like all the like allowed scene thingies if we are spawning things manually anyway. What was it again? Spawn function. Alright, did it need anything else? Oh, it needs spawn pad. It spawns them in entities. Like ultimately there should be a way to do this. Even like if it's more complicated entities. Actually probably just want to give the position here and do like this outside. Basically do it here. Why is it area 2D anyway? Actually interesting that it does even work. If it returns the area. Alright, it is different function, it's just funky naming. Alright, then it does make sense. find the spawn position first and then return spawner dot spawn. We can only take one data. Oh, then we pass an array, I guess. Could also be a dictionary. Probably like more versatile, which might be needed later on. Let's just put the player there too. Just in case, like, it's not needed yet, but it will probably be needed in the future. I guess this can just be put directly here. Probably something like this. Then we take it here. I wonder if you can just put a string name in the dictionary too. I would imagine so. But basically just unpack this. What does add entity do again? It does the... Oh yeah, we need to... Oh, we did that. Okay, okay. Does spawn them in the right place. This function is kinda something we don't want to use at all. Like, using it will break the multiplayer, unfortunately. We will disable it and see, like, if it's used. For now, let's fix this. And that is fine. Then image signal. Yeah, dude. This is actually kinda needed. We guess this will ultimately tell the game basically that you have spawned, so that the camera can be latched to the character, I guess. Oh, this player here. I would be super surprised if this actually works. Alright, we didn't ever add this spawner to the level itself. I'll want to give it a name to make debugging easier. What is like type is this? Okay, it is a string name, so string name was this. Okay, so now we create the spawner. It probably doesn't work, but we can at least see that the spawner will be there. Alright, this isn't actually needed because this isn't used anymore. It is done with the spawner instead. Well, basically, I guess what this ultimately does is like break the object apart when it's spawned and then like reconstructs it. But well, there probably isn't a way around that. Alright, let's see if it blows up. Also, like if it prints anything. Alright. Okay, they are both dark and it prints errors. Can't spawn node. Yeah. Peer is well. Wasn't there like some like I don't remember, like there was something named Pierre Gint or something like that, but I don't remember where it was from. But it's like, I don't know, Norwegian or a Swedish name or something like that. I don't remember where that is from. It could definitely be a person's name too. Cannot find spawn node. Could it be that it's called before the level is like actually made ready? Yeah, I guess they do like resetting connections. Like yeah, connection reset pipe here. But that would be like a good name, like let's say that you make like a boys love game about like internet or something, and you want to be like a meme about, make it a meme game, and then you name one character Pierre. It's like really obvious joke, but it would kind of work, I guess. It would be the kind of the same as like having bears in a game and like doing awful puns about them. So the question is like what can it find? I guess one way to test it is to actually print like this in order. Yep, sure are. My theory is that like this doesn't happen fast enough, basically. Okay, what did it print? Just say that it is ready. Then it spawns them. Then the client side. It might fail on the client side, like that's where the errors probably come from. Or do they? It doesn't say though. Like it will print this first. Parameter parent is null. But basically the problem is that this doesn't have parent. But it should have it. Because it is added added here. So like maybe the ready thing never is called for that actually. But is there a way to basically force it to be ready? Another way would be to delay. I guess like realistically speaking, delaying is probably fine, but it would kinda complicate things. I guess another way to do this would be just like manually put this on each level. are the levels? Oh yeah, this level is like really huge. Entities. Like this it doesn't need. Well, I guess if I manually need to add this, well, it's fine. Like the number of levels is still like limited. And like not having to bother with like this huge mess of like having to wait until the level is finalized, basically twice. It's probably better just manually add the spawner. Also, I guess like ultimately like this might be mandatory for some things anyway. Like if I have like some special level that needs to spawn something fancy, like dynamically. Oh yeah, the unready thing now. How does that fix it? It doesn't say errors anymore. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, well, it doesn't quite make sense. But it probably doesn't make sense because there is like no synchronizer for actually like this moving, but it does spawn them. So that is like definitely something. So basically, can we just dump a synchronizer here too and it will just work? Multiplayer synchronizer. Root path. Probably doesn't need to synchronize anything but entities. But if it needs to synchronize something else, well, it can technically be different for different levels when they are embedded to the level file. And there's also the thing that server needs to give the client like authority over like how the player moves, like second character. Probably. Like there are different ways to do it too. Like if you want to be super secure, then you can just have the client basically send input and the server calculate everything. But well, this is co-op 2-player game, so it's probably better to just let the remote player control the character, because it will be less laggy. Although it will feel less laggy for the other person. Lag will still exist. Alright, what happens if we run it? No, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, but then again, this is the first time we used synchronize anything. Let's go to documentation. Configured properties to all peers. But we have configured nothing, so it probably does nothing then. Or like, what is properties? Visibility update mode. Well, that's probably fine. Public visibility. Well, this isn't needed in this game, I guess. Like, they are always visible if you're on the level. The thing is, how do you actually like add this property thing is? Characters should have their names and everything set, so it shouldn't be that is stopping them from synchronizing. Synchronization is not supported for object type properties like resource, but it's probably fine because we want to synchronize position and the direction. Properties that are unique to each peer, like the instance ID, will also not work in synchronization, but that's no problem. Scene replication config. This is the thing we need to do. Okay. So like the thing is, like this documentation could be like, I guess the multiplayer documentation as a whole could be a little bit better. But like basically this could say that synchronize configured properties and you configure them with this. Is there even... No, there is no online tutorial sadly for this. But this would definitely benefit from it because... yeah. Okay, let's see. No, not that one. This one. Add property. what is properties? Property basically like a node. Probably because has property just tests like whether that exists. And this is basically like the order. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so basically, whenever you spawn something, you need to add it to this. Which is no problem because we can do it. Of course, the question is like, does the config exist in the beginning? I guess it will crash if it doesn't, so we'll just test it. Level. When a player is spawned, we want to add it to the spawn, the synchronizer, I guess. Synchronizer. Then synchronizer, then add property, something like that. Oh, it's config that property. That's kinda weird though. Like, why does it have the config thingy? Like, you think that you could basically just put all the functions into the synchronizer, but well, maybe there is some reason. Like, maybe you can like use a different configuration depending on what kind of player it is or something. Config add property. It wasn't just config, it was something more complicated. Replication config. Add property. It is kind of a little bit annoying if I have to do it like that. Does this have like signals? It does have signals. Emitted when a spawnable scene or custom spawn was spawned by the multiplayer authority. Only called on puppets. Okay, that is also like old language. Like puppet is non-authority basically. I don't remember like what is the actual official name, but puppet was godot 3.5 or something, I think. Well, basically this doesn't help. How do you manually build the path, I guess? Spawner, let's spawn. Can like combine this somehow. Not really. Probably not. Yeah, there is no plus operator either. Nope. And then we'll basically player name. That is where it will be added. I guess there would also be a way to just basically defer that too. But well, I would imagine this should work. As long as it doesn't matter that it is like a little bit invalid for a while. Because at this point it hasn't really been added yet. Well, let's see if it blows up. Okay, it blows up a lot. Well, it's probably the one. Technically, it should be kind of the same in the path. Why is it // though? Oh well. We'll just put it there. That is unlikely to change in the future. Nope, it still dumps a lot of errors. Okay, so what is the... Oh, right, it's probably related to the root path actually. Okay, then that makes it easier. Then it's just the name, right? Okay. Right. How about now? Nope. But this is why I set up the thingy that it automatically hosts and connects and starts two of them. Because imagine all the clicking. You think that it would be there? Oh, wait, actually, this is called for everybody. But also like the client is calling this, but the client surely shouldn't do this. Probably. Multiplayer, but his server. Something like this. Nope. Oops, also doesn't work. Ah. Yeah, like, even like if it's missing for a while, it should eventually be there. Oh, it also restricts it and so on, so that's fine. Replication mode. It's probably fine. What does this do? Configured to be synchronized and spawn. It probably isn't a problem though. Alright, this is actually like session 1 that is spamming. Let me see. Let me search an example. It would be something to watch like a tutorial video while streaming. Like it would be like, yo, I'm watching YouTube on your YouTube. Let's try some forums. I guess I can move it here, but most likely this isn't going to help. Not really. Alright, let me find something else. Nope. I hope it doesn't like lag the stream because I'm searching the internet. Will probably no be closed anyway because there's nothing showing. But why is like the server printing those though? Like the server definitely should have it. I think the client should have it too. What are the... It is just so, those two. But clearly like the server is unable to find it. Alright, let's try to think a little more. It's probably something super obvious that I'm just missing. But the config thingy does work then. Well, actually, let's start it and then close it immediately when it starts spamming, so we actually see like what is the first one. Alright, so there is nothing else. Like doing this on the client probably shouldn't matter then. The root path is notepad that replicated properties are relative to. It should just be the name. If root path was spawned by a multiplayre spawner, node will be also janky. Node will also be spawned and despawned based on this synchronizer visibility options. The root path technically isn't spawned. Well, it depends. It depends on how you think about it, because it's not like the base level thingy that is spawned. Oh wait, actually, isn't it spawned because it is the player? No, but that's not the root. The root is entities. The players are children of the root, and not the root itself. So technically the root should be there. Well, let's run it and check if it does just something funny. Game world levels. Level entities, like they are here. Oh, this is thinking about dotted entities, which is definitely well, I guess it depends on how you think about it. But does that stop this spam? Okay, it might. I probably not sure if it actually fixes anything. This server. it doesn't change anything. It's definitely still spamming, I guess. But it is a little bit sus. What is? That is just that then. It shouldn't be dot with anything. Unless it's like something funky. Well, it is kinda. But technically, like, this could also be the like multiplayer synchronizer, but it's probably not wise. It is probably something related to actually closing the game. Default is ... I guess this is an expected. Like the default is that it spawns like our synchronizes this basically. And then it should make sense. But it's still somehow not finding it. It's basically just that, like, because it doesn't exactly exist when I'm adding it, like it's silently failing that and then complaining later that yo, I failed it, basically. Then it should be enough to basically take this call deferred. Well, let's just make a different function. And it needs the player thingy. How did this work again? Okay, like this. but I'm skeptical about this. Yeah, doesn't help. It does do those later though. But probably should just be the root node instead. But it's really junky to do it. Well, most likely the root should just be entities. Well, then the question is like, why even do this? Well, let's dump some debug and hope that makes a little bit sense. It's get part 2. Alright, let's see what it says. Yep, it is basically just the name. This does have the right root path, right? It should be correct. This should probably like basically give the root node. Then this should basically give the give the axle node that is added. Like this is basically what it should be doing. Yep. Definitely they do exist. That is then something that I don't understand. And this is the problem. If I remove it, then it doesn't spam anymore, for sure. Yep. Alright, let's go back to the internet. Well, actually, now that I think about it, like node path can be, it doesn't need to point to a node technically, like it can also point property in a node. So maybe that's what you're supposed to do on this. Hope the stream isn't lagging, even though for me it's showing that it's lagging. Oh, it is. Video broadcast, if even that. Well, no, not basically. You need to also include a property to the path somehow. It is. Evenings are just no good for streaming, but I hope. So basically I would have to synchronize like all the children. Oh, is it back? I guess it is for now at least, but we'll see. Okay, actually this will be a little tricky, I guess. It's something that is easy to synchronize is the axle, like the direction the character is facing. But the position, probably not so much. I think it's still like a little iffy, the stream. So, Like one day there won't be thunder, so then we can double check if it is that or something else. If it's basically that the stream dies like every evening, then well, that is really unfortunate for evening streams. I guess it could be though, like Pia breaks it at 11 evening my time basically. Yeah, I think it is still lagging. Yep, it is still lagging. Unfortunate. Oh well. I'll test things while I wait. Yep, well, slideshow sure is lower bitrate than recommended. Can I basically like restart? It says dropped frames. Now it says it's it's fine, but it's not fine on YouTube. Alright, let me try to. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Well, the next time it fails, I try to stop and start streaming on OBS. Anyway, I think I know what I need to do. Basically I need to synchronize like every different little thingy of like every character and every object. I wonder like how delayed the YouTube like warning thingies actually are. Probably not too delayed. If I understand this correctly, like this is how you would synchronize the direction of the character. But if this is like what is required, then I might have to rethink how the bicycle is done. But this like doesn't print an error at least. Like how much does it like spawn? Like if it spawns basically the physics thing too on client side, it might just be that the client overwrites this anyway. But that could be fixed by basically only doing the update on server, not the client. It probably something you get because the client is sending something that shouldn't happen. So let's try to check a little bit. So this basically gets it but shouldn't set it. Then there is physics which might be called on the client side. It might require like some bigger planning, like how to actually do this optimally. We don't really want to disable the physics, because if we want to give like the control of the second player to the client, then the client will need physics. This is basically what is doing the physics. Control C is what basically does the axle thing. Okay, this does. Well, when you're on bicycle, it does reset it. There's somewhere it does do it. Other than these two. Let's animate anyway. Alright, it's here. Yeah, like we check authority here. Basically, I guess each server is the closest we have. I guess I'll just do it like this. I will probably stop it. Why it doesn't do anything? Oh, it does do that, so we know that it doesn't send it. On the server side, they do work, but it doesn't synchronize it either. Yeah, I think I probably have to like find a tutorial or something to double check like how this is supposed to be used. But I didn't really want to do it on stream and well, it has been a couple hours anyway. It's been a couple hours, so maybe it's alright if we call it here. Mhm. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what goes wrong. It's probably kinda going to take a while still to figure it out. We did get it like a little further, but nothing too great, sadly. Though it was kinda expected. The fact that we even got it this far is more than I expected. Like having them at least spawn is good. Like being stuck there and not being able to see them at all, like that would have been really annoying, but luckily we got past that pretty easily. But well, these are tricky things because there aren't like tutorials on the page or anything in the documentation. Oh well. Maybe they'll add them at some point. Anyway, well, that is that for today. I'll try to figure out what is wrong, and then, well, I'll update you on Discord or something at least. Not sure, like, well, I guess the stream is kinda unhealthy too, so well. Stream is kinda unhealthy too, but oh well. See you, I guess.